Hey guys, Tonic here. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Warhammer 40k Battle Sector Blood Angel Elite DLC. This DLC is being sold for $1.99 and it will be coming with two new unit types for the Blood Angels. You will be getting the Assault Terminators and the Sanguinary Guard. They both can be used in the campaign and in multiplayer, and they have some pretty cool new weapons and abilities, so let's go ahead and check them out. First up, let's take a look at the Assault Terminators. These models look absolutely beautiful, and you can actually go ahead and kit them out with two different weapon types. So I do have two of them right here, and this one has the Lightning Claws with a base damage of 15 to 21, a splash damage of 6 to 8, and an armor piercing of 6. Going over here, these guys do have the Hammer and the Shields. This is going to be giving you a base damage of 51 to 68, and an armor piercing of 8. Now both of these weapon loadouts are really powerful, and they're pretty effective against bigger targets, but here's a quick demonstration on them being used against some light infantry.
Our presence here means we have already won. Assault Terminators, ready for action.
Now the Terminators do also have a really cool ability called the Deep Strike that can be extremely helpful in certain situations. So as you can see, I do need to get up there and help defend this crash site, but I can't run through here because I will be suffering a melee attack and the debuff from the Toxic Presence. However, with the Deep Strike ability, you can actually teleport your Terminators up to 10 squares away as long as it is within a visible range of another unit and it's not directly next to an enemy. During some missions, this ability can be a complete game changer. For example, I'll use it to help reinforce a flank that might be failing, or I might use it like this where I have to go and reinforce some Sisters of Battle before they get overrun. Normally it would take me a few extra turns to be able to get my main force to them, but with this ability I can send my Terminators right through terrain to get there as fast as possible. Now normally in this game you would not want to send one single unit into direct combat, but with the Terminators you kind of can because they are pretty tanky and their armor is really thick, so they are actually going to be able to hold out for a few turns on their own. And for the last bit of information on the Assault Terminators, they do cost 195 points to place in your army, which is a bit expensive, but they do also have 135 HP, 1 action point, and 4 movement points. Now let's move on to the next unit that you will be getting with this DLC. They are called the Sanguinary Guard, and they actually have a lot more customization than the Terminators. So with the Terminators you can only give them some claws or an axe, but with these guys you can actually give them 3 different ranged weapons and 2 different melee weapons. So with these ones I do have them using a bolt gun and an axe. These ones I have them with a plasma pistol and a sword, and these ones I have with an inferno pistol and a sword. Now each of these weapons do have their own pros and cons, so taking a look at the inferno pistol, it does have a range of 1 to 2, a base damage of 30 to 40, and an armor piercing of 6. Heading over here we do have the plasma pistol, and that has a range of 1 to 3, a base damage of 9 to 12, and an armor piercing of 4. Then the sword does have a base damage of 17 to 23, and an armor piercing of 7. Heading over here we do have the bolt gun, and this has a range of 1 to 4, a base damage of 2 to 3, and an armor piercing of 1. And then the axe does have a base damage of 37 to 50 and an armor piercing of 8. And here is just a quick demonstration on all of the different weapons.
Unleash devastation, brothers! Unleash devastation, brothers! Witnessed. With certainty.
Now these units do also have 2 different abilities. They do have a standard jump pack.
With grace.
And they do also have this right here, which is going to give them plus 15% accuracy, plus 15% critical chance, plus 25% chance to gain AP after killing an enemy model, and doubles all effects while unit is adjacent to an HQ commander. They also do have the pistol reaction attack, so whenever an enemy does charge them, they will actually pull out their pistols and shoot at them. And lastly, for the Sanguinary Guard, they do cost 185 points to place in your army, which is actually just a bit less than the Terminators, but they also do have an HP of 80, they have 5 unit members, they have 1 action point, and 4 movement points. Overall, I really do like both units in this DLC. Personally, I do like the Terminators more, but I am kind of a big Space Hulk fan, so I really do kind of just like the Terminators fighting the Gene Stealers and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to actual gameplay, I do actually use the Sanguinary Guard more. They have completely replaced all of my flying infantry just because they are so strong. All of the weapons that you can give them are really good, and they are just absolutely phenomenal at getting in quick, taking out some enemies, then getting back to get healed by my apothecary. However, with that being said, the Terminators still do have a good place on my army roster, especially in the campaign mode. There's a lot of missions where you have to go and deep strike in there to go reinforce some friendly units or capture a point and hold it down. They are great for that purpose, but in general, I do seem to get more use out of the Sanguinary Guard, especially in multiplayer. But with that being said, that is pretty much going to be it for this video. I do plan on covering the Tyranid DLC and the new Necron DLC coming out later this week also, so do keep an eye out for that. But thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that you have a great day.